Ladies and gentlemen, EA Sports FC 24 is celebrating 15 years of Ultimate Team. For those of you who don't know, let me give a quick explanation as to what Ultimate Team is in EA Sports football games. So, Ultimate Team is where you can build a squad of real life players and play against other players online with your fantasy squad. You can do things like, for example, improve their contracts, send them to the transfer window, and a lot more. It puts you in the driving seat of your very own football team. And that's what Ultimate Team is, and it's been going now for 15 years. We have a message here in the game. Let's read this. Ultimate Birthday, welcome to the club, welcome to the party. Join the celebrations with Ultimate Birthday, a festival of fun featuring player item released with 5 skill moves and weak foot upgrades. I'm not sure what that is just yet, but we're going to have a look at a little bit more. Ultimate Birthday twin upgrades are returning this year. So for those of you who have not experienced this before, you're going to get an introduction to this as well, including select Ultimate Birthday icon T-Win versions for the first time. Again, not sure what that is, which is the reason why I'm reading it so carefully, so we can get a great understanding to the introduction as to what this is. So I'm going to give you an introduction to what this all is if we get those items in the game in a moment. Twin upgrades bring 2 versions of the same player item to pack at the same time. That's interesting, because what I've done in my Ultimate Team is I have, for example, 2 Huths. As a women's football league player called Huth, I have 2 versions of her, but of course you can't get 2 versions of her in the same pack. So we're going to have a look at that as well, the 2 versions of Huth that I have, to give you more of an understanding, because there's different types of rarities or versions of the players available in the game. For example, Messi. There is 2 versions of Messi in the game at this current moment in time. Of course, I haven't got Messi on my team, but you can have 2 different versions of him because he's a great player. So there's going to be 2 different versions, 2 different rarities. One might be, for example, Team of the Year or Icon. Icon is a player that is an iconic player and has been given that status in the game. And of course, this will affect his abilities on the pitch. Of course, there is also Team of the Year, Totti we like to call it. Those Team of the Year stats might be different to the regular version of the player that you might have available as well. Hopefully I'm giving you a good detailed explanation as to how the rarity or different versions of each player item can work for your squad when you're building out your very own Ultimate Team in EA Sports FC 24, and of course other EA FC games going forward. Now let's give you some more, there's more to read here. So where is we? 2 versions of the packs and available in the pack. One with 5-star skill moves and one with 5-star weak foot. Now your player will have a weak and strong foot like they do in real life, so I'm not sure what that is. So it's going to be really interesting to find out what that is as well. Providing multiple options to better suit different squad building needs and style of play. So of course, you build out your squad the way you like, your formation and your different styles of play. All of these things go into play when you're playing against other players online, and there are also friendly games and more that you can do with Ultimate Team, as well as squad building challenges. So you can build a squad to complete a challenge, and then you can get rewarded for completing these challenges. For example, in SBC's squad-based challenges, you might have, or squad building challenge, you might have, for example, build a team of an 11 starting lineup with all Italian players. When you complete that objective that I've just made up, for example, you will then be rewarded with, for example, a very high skilled Italian player or a different player that the game has decided to give you in your squad building challenge that you've just completed. I've also explained squad building challenges as well. Let's scroll down and see what else we've got here. The following is available in Ultimate Team now. Ultimate Birthday Player SBCs. So I've just said squad-based challenges. You've just got an introduction to that as well. Ultimate Birthday Player Objectives. So objectives are things that you can complete in Ultimate Team when you're playing Ultimate Team mode. These objectives will reward you with XP or different items available in the game. I need to change my batteries in my controller. I'll do that in a moment so we don't get the screen blanking off in a moment as well. Ultimate Birthday theme packs in store, 5-star best of items in pack. So I'm not sure what that is. We're going to have a look at this, don't worry. Start your Ultimate Birthday party with the Ultimate Birthday Energizer pack for just 15 coins in store. So the first pack that I'm going to get right now is going to cost me only 15 coins in the store. I'm going to be doing that in a moment as well. Let's get to the next page before my batteries run out. So I'm going to accept here. There should be another message. Right, the second message is Ultimate Team Draft Token. Enter and complete the Ultimate Team with a Ultimate Team Draft Token. So draft mode is a really quick player drafted mode where you get these players drafted to you when you spend your draft token coin in that mode, and you will get a variety of players that you can select from right away to put in the position of your squad. For example, you might get a series of strikers that you can choose to pick and choose for your squad. You have multiple selection. You can choose one player from that selection to play for your squad in that position. Once you've made that selection and then you filled out your whole squad, this is what the draft mode is. That's what that draft token is for, and that's how that works. You then play through a gauntlet style. It was a gauntlet style sort of game mode where you're playing against team after team with this team that you built in that mode. I haven't done that yet in EA Sports FC 24, but that's how it usually works. It's a gauntlet of teams that you play up against with this quickly built team that you've made from multiple selections that are given to you in that game mode in Ultimate Team. Let's press A right now. Let's see if I can get through this without my batteries running out. Let's go into the store. Now, there are objectives, those objectives that we've just spoken about as well. If I press RB on the... Ooh, that's what we've just read. So these are the ultimate birthday. You can also see, if I press the right stick in, what type of players. It seems you have items to manage before you can move forward. Right, so in my store, my draft token, I'm just going to quickly accept my draft token. It's just going to update the store really quickly. I just wanted to have a look at those items there. I did press the right stick in, so it's taking me straight to the store. I want to quickly go back to the home because I'm not ready for that pack just yet. It's trying to take me to, it's trying to take me to the pack straight away. Okay, so let's purchase the pack. So let's find this pack first. So you got premium, premium gold, gold pack again, and 85 rare player packs. Now, these are not the birthday packs that we've just seen. They're going to be in a promotional side of the store. So I've just come out of the store. I'm going to press the right stick in to show you these ultimate birthday players who is selected to be these very special... no, it's not letting me do it. Okay, fair enough. Let's go to the pack. So I'm just going to go to the promotional side of the store so we can get that part done. So let's enter the store by pressing A. Let's get into the store. I'm worried about my batteries running out right now. So let's just quickly get to it. Why is it going to... It's browse. Right, so here we are. So in the featured side here, you can see that we have birthday. Celebrate Ultimate Team's 15th birthday. So I'm going to go to that right now. Press A. It should allow me to purchase that pack. Now, I can't see the pack there. So it should be in feature promos. There we go. So in the promo pack section here, you can see Ultimate Birthday Energizer Pack, which we've just mentioned in the introduction there. Right, so let's press A. It only costs 15 Ultimate Team coins. I have 4,562. Let's press A right here on this pack and let's open this up. Oh, X. And let's and let's just get this pack right now before my batteries run out. Let's go. Let's open up this pack. French player. So it's going to give me a centre back actually. Okay. This is the player that's being showcased right now. Ooh, we've got a double player pack right here. So these are the two players that I've just got in my... the passing between each other. The two players that I've just got from my pack to begin with. So I'm going to press A. To show you what else I have. I also have a player pick. Now, a player pick, I'm going to show you what that is for those of you who don't know what that is as well. You will literally have a choice of selecting a player. A lot like what I've just said in the draft mode, but of course, draft mode, you don't get to keep those players. With this player pick from a pack that I've been purchased, I will be able to keep the player, of course. So these are the players that I currently have from the birthday pack that I've just got in FIFA and in EA Sports FC 24. So you can see the players that I've just got right here. You can also look at the stats of each player. For example, how long you got them for a contract without you, of course, renewing that contract and adding contract items in the store. Skill move stats, weak foot stats, and of course a lot more. If I scroll a bit more, you got the front of the player as well. Here you can see that Lemma plays for his Argentinian nationality, and you can see what what team he plays for, and also what league he also plays for. This is also very important when you're building your squad because it goes towards your chemistry. If a player plays on the same nationality, has the same nationality, plays for the same league and plays for the same club, that is the highest chemistry you can have between two players because they play for the same team and they have that communication with the same nationality, being able to communicate on the pitch better, as well as playing in the same league. So they're also playing in the same league. They have the same style of football 100% in terms of how they play on the pitch. This is what I mean by the chemistry and what goes in your squad when you're building your squad. Right, so now let's go to that player pick. There's a player pick that we have right here out of all of these amazing players that we've got right now at the moment. You can see what nationality there are as well at the bottom, as well as their stats. Let's make a selection here to open up this player pick really quick before my batteries run out. Right, so I have 2 player picks that I have available right now. Gosens and Miliakovic-Savic. Right, hopefully I pronounce his name properly. Right, so it's a silent N, I think. Right, so let's go. Let's make the selection between these 2 players. Now, a left wing back. Now, I don't play that position very often. I have a centre mid position right there. He's going to be really good. They're also loan players, so you can see that blue number on the bottom of the player item there. That is how many days you can play with this player. You cannot renew a loan player's contract because they're on loan to you from a different club. So when they're on loan for you for the amount of days that are given, once you've played them on the pitch for those amount of days, that player will no longer be available to you. That's what a loan player pick, just like a loan player for your squad in real life. So I'm going to go for the centre mid position because I need some midfielders right now. Ooh, I've got Eric Cantona. I've got Cantona. No, I've got Keane. I've got Roy Keane in that position. And I don't have Cantona. I don't have Zidane. Zidane would be more of a centre forward though, wouldn't he? Who have I got in that position? I think at the top of my head. I know Roy Keane's there. You're not going to get minutes if I pick you. But you will save Roy Keane for a bit, because I think Roy Keane might be alone as well. So I'm gonna go with this guy to yeah, that's my final decision. Gosens is not going to be my decision. Now I have a choice between my other players because they're players that I now have in my club. I can choose to send them to the transfer list. So you go up for the transfer window. There's a transfer window in Ultimate Team as well. Or I can choose to quick sell, which is like just, I wouldn't quick sell these players right now. Or I can keep them in my club for now. There are 16 player items right here. I can keep them all. And I think I will. I've got some good Spanish players right there. German, French, Francais. Also good for squad building as well if you're not using each player. There's some really good high skillful players right here. So I'm going to keep all by pressing RT to select and keep them all in my squad. That's my first birthday celebration pack that I've just got in EA Sports FC 24. Now let's quickly go. I have some other packs as well, actually. If you look here, I have some other packs. I don't know why, like in the store, I need to get to my packs. There we go. They're actually there. I just have to press A to open my pack. So there's some other packs as well that I'll open up for you as well. Battery's still going. That light hasn't gone out on my controller just yet. Kavir, goalkeeper. And normally when I get a keeper, I normally think about already switching my keeper out. I have a good keeper at the moment, if I remember. I mean, I'm still really early in my Allen United right now. Right, player contracts, of course, you can add player contracts. It increases the amount of days that amount of games that your player can play for. So having 15 additional days right here just gives you an idea of how these work. Manager contracts work the same. Of course, your manager that you have for your squad, nationality is very important for the chemistry of your team as well. Being able to talk to your players on the pitch helps with fluent language and so on. Manager league, of course you can change the league of your manager. This might improve the stats and how they interact with the team. I think that's quite new to me. I haven't really used that too much. Maybe it's to, you know, if you're different nationality, you can still coach a different league nationality. So you already know there's German coaches that, you know, are in the Premier League and so on. It's just the way that works. Different managers can, you know, look after different squads, different nationalities. Managers move around, something that they do, different leagues and so on. So that's really important to keep them in the same league. If your team's playing in the Premier League, of course, then you're going to have to make sure that they're playing in the right league. Just to get using the Premier League as an example, it's the one I'm most familiar with. Right, so we have 3 players right here, some brilliant players. You can see them on pitch right there. I'm going to keep these. Lads and ladies, welcome to Allen United. There are some other packs as well for me to open. Am I going to fit it all in? Goal pack. Next one. Let's go. So if you see any players that you recognise probably from a league or a squad that you're familiar with. She has a name. Nation Swing. She's playing for Bayern Munich. She's not of German nationality though. Bayern Munich is a German team, I think. If I'm correct. She's from... Is it Swiss? Is she Swiss? Austria. That's Austria, that is. Right, so she plays, of course, for the German #1 league because she's playing for Bayern Munich, a very popular team in Germany, as you might know. And there's some other players that I've also got right here. Right here, you have player healing. So if your player gets injured, if a member of your squad gets injured, you'll be able to, of course, help them to heal by using this item here. Backbone, of course, a different play style for that player. Now, that's mainly going to be for a defender. As you can see, it improves your physical defense and passing. So that's mainly what defenders are doing most of the time. So Backbone, being the backbone of the team, says it on the tin. That's what that play type does to your player. It focuses highly on those skill attributes when they're playing on the pitch. So when you're off the player, that's going to help them as well. And we also have some other things for your stadium, because in Ultimate Team you also have stadium attributes, things that you can change, your stands, the colour of your stands, and all these different types of things that you can do as well. So now that I'm going to accept all of these items, I've got, I think, 3 or 2 more packs. Let's have a look. Update in the store, 2 more packs. So I have a gold pack and I have an 85 rare gold player pack. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's open a gold pack first and we get to the 85 plus stats of those players. Right mid, might be needed. Man City, Doku, brilliant player, brilliant player, brilliant player. They like to give me a Man City player, so his pace is insane. So he might be coming off the bench for me because I've got a good right wing at the moment. So there we go. It's actually a duplicate. I already have him, so he is already possibly on the bench or in the club, just not being used. I'm going to send you to the transfer list for now. So almost saying we've got 1 more pack to open now. I'm just going to open up the last pack. It's a 1-player pack, 85 stats, centre mid. Ooh. I've just used it, but now I actually have the player. So to give you an example of how this works, I now have this player as a part of my squad and not a lone player pick. So I have the lone version of him and the version of him that I can keep. So that is my first official packed 15 birthday celebration rarity player that I packed right there. So now I've done all that before my battery runs out in my controller. I'm going to quickly take it to my squad because I'm going to give you just a little bit more. I think I ran through that fairly well. I'm going to go to the home right here, and then I'm going to go to my my club, and then from my club I'm going to enter my club, enter my squad from there. And yeah, I think I've given you a good introduction of how this works at the moment. If I go, you can see I've got some loan players already. As I said, there's Roy Keane that I mentioned earlier. Right, if I go into my club now, I'm going to show you Huth. Just to give you that example because I said that I would. Right, so if I go into search, I can go to name, search Huth. Just Huth. And I'm going to give it a search. No, that's not what I want to do. Right, and I want to go to... can I just search her name, please? No. Okay, fine. We'll just go by we'll go by position because the search really... sometimes I get really confused with how the search works. She's a right winger. Yes, search right there. Right, so you can see I've got 2 versions of Huth right here. Both are lone player picks. Now there's 2 different qualities of Huth. Right, so she can, like, as you can see, her stats are slightly different from the one to the other. Only slightly. Now you can see that this... What's the rarity of it? Now she has the same skills, the skill players that she has. Her sprint speed is slightly higher on this version. Her short pass is also improved, as well as her reaction time. which is 83 overall in this version of her, and you can see the comparison next to her. So you can see that her attributes are slightly higher from one to the other. Now I'm trying to see what rarity this version of her is, but I can't see it at the moment. I can't understand, I need to see the... I mean, you can see it's a different type of rarity. What I mean by the rarity is how the front of the card looks. Basically, as I said, that introduction, hopefully it made a lot of sense to you the way I've explained it. It's difficult to explain, from the ground up, but hopefully that makes a lot of sense to you. Imagine it like, when you're collecting Pokemon cards. Now, these players are real players, and they have played and earned these stats on the pitch. That's how it works. So when a player has earned additional stats on the pitch, they might have a higher rarity that you can select from. For example, those two different hoofs that I've just shown you right there. So that's my introduction to the birthday celebration that's going on in EA Sports FC 24. I butchered a few sentences, but of course, when you get excited, that happens. Thank you for watching this one. There's another one right here. Subscribe. My name's Anthony Allen. See you in the next one, man. Of course, I'm going to play a game as well. So I'm going to be playing a game and catching up with my EA FC 24. Let's go. I'm revealing my squad to you as well.